The Crystal Cathedral has been a California landmark for more than 30 years. This Sunday, it's the symbol of a landmark feud. Its founding family is out. The building will become a Catholic church. Here's Brian Rooney.
The cathedral was designed to give its congregation a window on God. Its construction, the vision of one man.
Good morning.
But this morning, the cathedral is missing the voice of its founder, Robert Schuller, and the entire family that made it a church of the world.
This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Here, Robert Schuller preached a new Christian positivity with a beatific smile. He said, if you can dream it, you can do it. His dream began in a drive-in theater where sometimes he went car to car. It became the cathedral in Garden Grove, California.
Hour of power.
He was one of the first to preach from the electronic pulpit of television. His ministry at its peak reached 20 million people around the globe through his weekly television program. Robert Schuller parted the waters for many religious broadcasters to follow.
Bad times.
But today, the ministry returns to its roots with a sermon to be delivered in a movie theater by his daughter, Sheila Schuller Coleman.
The family ran this big, powerful, nationally known church, yes. And you're starting over.
We're starting
in
over.
A movie theater.
In a movie theater.
They will not be staging the extravagant holiday pageants they once held in the days of the cathedral's glory. Coleman and the extended Schuller family have either resigned or been fired from the church her father started. The cathedral's aging congregation dwindled, recession hit, and income dropped by a third. They went bankrupt, their problems as earthly as the average homeowner.
We were living in a house we couldn't afford anymore, and it became more and more difficult to afford the mortgage.
But it wasn't just any house. Designed by the famed Philip Johnson, it was both enormous and enormously expensive to maintain and operate.
Did you go too big?
I don't think so. I think I'd rather grow too big and implode than not try to reach all those people.
But it all devolved into lawsuits, and Robert Schuller's son is estranged from his sisters. Last Sunday, Sheila Coleman was the last Schuller to deliver a sermon in the family's glass house of God. She's going to the internet.
The youth are not going to be looking at TV all that much more. But you can get a message and put it on the web, and I think that's the future.
What might have been called the golden age of televangelism, you think is passing?
I wouldn't stake my money in it for much longer, no.
With no income, Coleman is selling her home. Her father announced on the internet he's broke.
It's been a humbling experience for this dreamer who never quits.
The message about how the mighty can fall is not lost on the House of Schuller.
Do you look at this religiously? Is God testing you?
Absolutely, I look at it religiously. And the Bible is full of one comeback story after another, and my dad has taught me one comeback story after another. And Dad even said a setback is a setup for a comeback. And so that's where we are.
Here this morning, opening at the multiplex.